Hi guys, I'm going to be continuing with the chess.com drills. So today we're going to be going 2 extra pawns in an endgame and talking about how you convert this position. So this is again against a 3200 bot. And first thing you want to do, guys, these pawns are nice and flexible when they're flat. See, when they're all locked in or in like a stacked structure like this, and they start pushing their pawns, that you lose your flexibility. And by the time you start messing around pushing your pawns, they're going to bring their king. So first thing, we want to bring our king as quick as possible. Now, the only pawn, if we go 1, 2, 3, 4 at the center in 4 moves, whereas if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, we're still at the center in 4 moves. So we can get away with moving this pawn because it allows our king to get out. And I only moved it 1 because 2, it could be a liability, whereas 1, it just helps us get our king out. So we're just staying opposite their king. So this is what's called the opposition now, guys, where there's 1 square in between the kings. And now he's trying to come in this way. So with my extra pawn, I think I can block the king off here, like that. So the king can't get into this square now. And now he's put me in opposition. So this is where I want to make an in-between move. I don't want to make a king move, because then he can again put me in opposition. But I can make an in-between move now with a pawn. So I've got a chance to create a passed pawn now. So if here, I can push this pawn. So let's do that. Let's trade the pawns off. So like I said, it's against the highest level bot, guys. So you should be able to do this and win up 2 pawns. Should be able to win up 1 pawn in most positions. It does depend on the position of the pawn, what rank they're on, but this is definitely winning. As the bar helps us as well. Bar tells us we're still winning. So if here, I think, if we push that pawn, maybe the king could get in a little bit more. Whereas because we pushed this pawn first, the king can't get this way. And now if here, the king steps here. I'm just going to do a flexible move. Just keep this structure nice and flat. And that means if they have a break, I've got 2 pawns attacking it. So if this, their king gets in. And if this, so if we go here, their king cannot get in to any of these squares. So we're safe to do this. So it's all about keeping your pawn structure flexible, guys, making sure you don't lock it in a bad position. And now we can again take the opposition, and we just pushed our king further into the game. So now if we go for this, they go here. We go here, they go here. We go here, they go here. We go here. And then they go here. We go here to. We get the queen first. And then because we've got extra pawns, we can actually sack our queen for their pawn, their passed pawn. Do we want to go down that dark path? That sounds a little bit complicated. I think easier is just to create a passed pawn. So if we break here, they can close things off, but then we take and we create a passed pawn. And then their king will be forced to come this way. So that's better for them because the passed pawn is closer to their king. But it's still going to deflect the king away. So if here, they can't come in. So let's step our king forward a little bit. Well, we can. We're probably going to use this pawn as a decoy, guys. So now we can step in. Let's just make sure we don't give a stalemate. Annoying we can't go for this pawn break. We could go get this pawn here. Saying that's a missed win, but just makes things a bit simpler. And now we've got 2 passed pawns, and we just push one of them down the board, guys. So I hope this is like instructive. How I'm thinking about sort of just the key squares. Like before, we weren't letting the king onto that square, so we always had our king here blocking this square, because that's the key infiltration square for them to have any hope in this position, is to come in and take these pawns. So just things like that. And then, I think you can see, guys, we got the first queen. That's how you win, well, I guess you know how to win this. Well, no, let's make this fully instructive for everyone, for beginners and stuff. So what you do, you get 2 queens on the board, and then you just ladder like this. And bosh. So like and subscribe if you found that educational at all, guys. Or if you're a beginner and that was useful to you. So cheers. See you next time.